Hello Slaters, let's gear up for another interesting session of EVS. Slaters, I hope you all have watched the introduction video on the lesson Cooking Food. The video must have given you an understanding on what we all are going to learn from this lesson, isn't it? So let's begin the detailed discussion of the lesson. Slaters, please open page number 233 from your textbook. Ready? As you all can see, there are few pictures shown under the section Get Set Go. The exercise asks you to tell the names of different utensils in your mother tongue. So Slaters, as each one of you have a different mother tongue, you can ask your parents or grandparents the names of these utensils. However, let's try knowing their names in English. Besides asking the names of these objects, the exercise also asks you to tell the function of these objects. So let's begin with the first object. Now Slaters, I am sure you all must have seen this in your kitchen. What is this object? Yes, it is a rolling pin. Now can you all tell me what is the use of this object? Yes, rolling pin is used to flatten the dough into chapatis or parathas. It is made up of wood. What is the second picture all about? This is a very quick to answer question, isn't it Slaters? Correct. It is an idli maker or an idli mold, and it is used to make idlis. Now let's check the third picture. What is this object and what is it used for? Very good. It is a boiling pan and used for boiling things like milk. What is the next picture about? Have you seen such an object in your kitchen? Yes, every household has this object called a skimmer. It is used for frying things so that the extra oil falls through these holes and less oil comes into our food. Now Slaters, what is the next object? Good. It is a frying pan or a kadhai in Hindi. Your mother uses it for making curries and also for frying papads, puris and much more. Now let's move towards the next picture. What is it and what is it used for? Correct. It is a serving spatula. It is used for serving rice, pulao or biryani. What is the next object? Very good. It is a strainer and it is used for straining liquids out from the solid. For example, once rice is cooked and there is lots of water left behind, then we use this strainer to separate water from the rice. Strainers come in different sizes. The smallest size of the strainer is used for straining tea from the tea leaves. Now let's see the next picture. This is a very simple one. Can you all tell me what it is? Correct. It is a chapati tawa. It is used for making chapatis and parathas. Now Slaters, what is the last picture? Nice. It is a turning spatula. It is used for turning parathas, dosas, pancakes so that both sides of the paratha or a dosa is cooked properly. So Slaters, we just finished the thinking exercise of the lesson. Now let's start reading and discussing the contents of the lesson. Slaters, please look into page number 233. Place your finger on the text as we read. Early human beings did not know how to make food. So they ate raw food. They collected wild berries and fruits from the forest. They hunted animals and ate the meat raw. Later, they learned to make fire and to cook their food. In the beginning, food was just roasted over fire. As time went by, people learned different ways of cooking. Let us underline the word berries. B-E-R-R-I-E-S. Berries. Berries mean small, round and juicy fruits. So status around 1 million years ago, early human beings were found living on earth, particularly in Africa. These early people were not quite like modern day humans. They were a little smaller and only had smaller brain that modern man has. Still, some early humans look like people today. That is because their teeth were and the jaws were shaped somewhat like we have today. They were tool users. They had stone axes and knives and were probably the first hunters as well as gatherers. They mostly ate uncooked food like wild fruits, nuts and hunted animals for meat. Later, they discovered how to lit fire. Slaters, the discovery and use of fire was very important to early man for many reasons. First, they discovered that most animals are afraid of fire. So a campfire gave some protection to their group. Second, it kept them warm. They could move into colder climates and hunt the animals that lived there. They could then return to their campfire to warm up. Third, it was a healthier way of life. Cooked food is less likely to carry disease. These people began to cook their food by roasting them directly over fire. As a result, it would have been easier for the young and the old to survive. Now let's continue reading further from the textbook. Raw food. We eat some food raw and cook others. Most fruits such as apple, mango, banana, papaya are eaten raw. Some vegetables such as cabbage, carrot, cucumber, tomato, onion, capsicum and radish can also be eaten raw. Let us underline the words cucumber and capsicum. C-U-C-U-M-B-E-R, cucumber. C-A-P-S-I-C-U-M, capsicum. These are all green vegetables. Now Slater's raw food means the food which is not cooked. Raw food diet is mostly plant-based, consisting of mainly fruits, seeds, nuts and vegetables. Most of the fruits and few vegetables like radish, carrot, cucumber, beetroot, cabbage, lettuce, tomato are all eaten raw as salads. Imagine you eating a cooked apple or a cooked orange. Children, would you like the taste? No, isn't it? These fruits become mushy after being cooked and also would taste very different. Now let us think of eating a raw potato or a raw brinjal. Ew, no one would love the taste of it. However, if we cook potato or brinjal, then it tastes yummy, isn't it? Raw foods are crunchy and give good exercise to our teeth and gums within the mouth. So Slaters, some food are more nutritious when eaten raw, while others are more nutritious being cooked. One should eat a mix of raw and cooked food for maximum health benefits. Now let's read further about the benefits of eating cooked food from the lesson. Cooked food. Most of our food is cooked. Cooking makes the food soft and tasty. Cooked food is easy to digest. Cooking also kills the germs in the food. Some food items last longer when they are cooked. Slaters, would you all like and be able to eat raw rice and dal? Would you all prefer eating uncooked vegetables like bitter gourd, flat beans and brinjal? No, isn't it? However, if we cook dal and rice, it becomes soft and easy to digest, and it also adds taste to it. Cooking also has the benefit of killing germs if at all they are present in the food. Children, germs cannot tolerate heat and hence they are killed when cooked. It also makes our food safe and healthy. Now Slaters, have you seen anytime your mother roasting semolina or suji and then storing it? Or have you anytime noticed that people fry the fish and then store it in the freeze? Yes, sometimes cooking food makes the food last for longer time. So Slaters, with this we would end our today's session. Let's recapitulate few important points before winding up our session. We learnt that early men were mostly eating raw food like berries and raw meat. We learnt how early humans were benefited with the discovery of fire. We understood advantages and disadvantages of raw and uncooked food. I would like you all to learn these new words and their spellings. I will meet you in the next session. Till then, keep learning. Thank you. We also came across some new words like berries, capsicum and cucumber. I would like you all to learn these words and its spellings. I will meet you in the next session. Till then, keep learning. Thank you.